Hi. Assalamu alaikum people. My name is Haider Khalil and this is the very first video that I am making on YouTube. But before we get started, we need an intro, right? So let's get rolling. I know you have questions, like I have just started this channel and even I have so many questions. So let's get started and we'll figure it out. These past few years have been really hard and strange for all of us. And for me, it has been a time to step back and evaluate what I want to do and what I want to accomplish. What's the goal? What's the point of any of this? I believe anyone who has ever tried to do something unconventional or to make something actually knows this struggle. It's a lot easier to criticize than it is to create. And hence the goal here is to make something that inspires people and is worth a person's time. Now, I have been wanting to do this from the last 3 years, but uncertainty and self-doubt had always got the best of me. I've been creating content from the last 2 years and wanted to share it with people, but the odds were not in my favor and it took me a while. Well, in actual more than a while to get started. But by now I do realize that our only limit is our imagination and our willingness to put in the work. It shouldn't matter what others think about you because the work should speak for itself. Khair, enough with this TED talk, and now I'm pretty much sure you would want to know what this channel is all about and what you would be getting out of it. So let's get to business. तो जी, शायर की अर्ज़ है, once a legend said,
एक अच्छा व्लॉग बनाने के लिए आपको 3 चीज़ों की ज़रूरत होती है.
And as per me, these 3 things should be entertainment, information and storyline or the connectivity. और आपका भाई आपको ये तीनों चीज़ें देगा इंशाल्लाह. So first of all, I want to keep you entertained. You will explore Pakistan by sitting at your homes. I know job holidays is a difficult thing, but no need to worry. We have got you covered. There will be videos on skill-based learning and freelancing. There will also be videos on tech reviews. And last but not the least, there will be a lot of motivation. आपका भाई motivational speaker भी रह चुका है. So when I say you'll get lots of motivation, trust me on that. तो जी, चूँकि इब्तिदा तो हो ही चुकी है, तो आपको अपने बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बताते हुए चलते हैं. So ever since my childhood, I have been an introvert. I used to sit at home, not go out, play computer games all the time, didn't play any outdoor sports, and my friend circle used to be limited to the people who used to come and talk to me in school. But in my university time, I groomed myself and my personality transformed into the kind of person who used to socialize a lot. Though I'm not completely an extrovert, I am the kind of person who used to socialize with people and who used to talk with masses. The more people there are in a room, the better. By my education and by my degree, I am an electrical engineer, but by profession, I am... Well, I do a lot of things, you'll find soon enough. तो जी, अब सवाल ये उठता है कि भाई जब तुम इंजीनियर बन ही गए थे, जब इंजीनियरिंग का टैग लग ही गया था, so why do you do these kind of stuff? तो इसके लिए हमें थोड़ा सा बैक स्टोरी पे जाना पड़ेगा. तो कहानी कुछ यूँ है कि when I was in my school, so I was a very bright student. I was very good in physics and mathematics. So And also my father used to work in WAPDA, so he thought कि यार ये लड़का जो है ना फिजिक्स और मैथ साइड पे बड़ा अच्छा जा रहा है, तो और इसमें ना जर्म्स हैं वो कि जो इंजीनियरिंग कर सकते हैं, इंजीनियर के जो जर्म्स होते हैं ना वो मुझे इसमें लग रहे हैं. So my father thought कि यार my बच्चा should become an automobile engineer. उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि लड़के तुम्हें ऑटोमोबाइल इंजीनियरिंग करनी है. मैंने कहा जी लब्बैक करेंगे. अच्छा फिर then when I passed on my metric, then I went to FSC. While I was studying there, then he thought कि नहीं ऑटोमोबाइल नहीं, इसको मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग करनी चाहिए. उन्होंने कहा कि बेटे तुमने मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग करनी है. मैंने कहा लब्बैक करेंगे. अच्छा फिर again then when I passed my FSC and when I was preparing for my engineering entrance exam, he thought कि नहीं मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग नहीं, इसको इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग करनी चाहिए. तो उन्होंने कहा कि बेटे तुम्हें पता है तुमने ना इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग करनी है. ऑब्वियसली उन्होंने अपने अकॉर्डिंग तो सबने बेहतरीन ही सोचते हैं. तो उन्होंने मुझे प्रोज बताया कि यार ये सीन है, इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर ये होता है, ये करता है. और मैंने भी सोचा कि यार चलो आई एम वेरी गुड इन फिजिक्स मैथमेटिक्स, मुझे ये चीज़ें बड़ा अच्छा लगता है, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एंड एवरीथिंग. सो आई थॉट कि यार लेट्स डू इट. सो हेंस आई टूक एडमिशन इन इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग. आई ज्वाइंड ITU, Information Technology University, and also we were the very first batch of our university in the electrical engineering batch. So we took the leap of faith and we started our degree. But when we started studying, so obviously you study different kind of subjects. Along with the core subjects, you study some other subjects as well. So when I started studying programming, I observed that my interest started shifting towards programming and coding, basically the subjects of computer science side, because I like to do this kind of stuff because I could make anything that was in my mind. I had the creative freedom. Still, I went on with my degree. I studied doubly wholeheartedly and was among the top 3 students when I got graduated. Got Dean's Honor List Award for 2 consecutive years. Got Magna Cum Laude Award at my convocation for great academic performance. So I was performing really well academically, but something was missing. The dots were not getting connected. So moving on, when I entered into my 4th semester, I thought about dropping out. I thought that I should drop out from engineering and then I should get admission in computer science. But then I feared. तो चूँकि उस टाइम पे हम बड़े इमेच्योर होते थे, तो घबरा गए कि यार इंजीनियरिंग छोड़ के अब तुम कर रहे हो तो ये तो बड़ा सीन ऑफ हो जाएगा. लोग क्या कहेंगे, लोग क्या कहेंगे, जबकि लोग तो किसी को नहीं छोड़ते. लोगों ने तो कहना है. वो शायद क्या कहना है कि कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. तो खैर I had fear. I feared what my parents would say. I feared what the society would say. I feared that my classmates would then advance into the courses. They would actually graduate and I would still be studying here. My classmates would be getting jobs. They would be moving on with their lives and I would still be studying here. So I thought my life would be a complete disappointment. I would be a complete failure and I won't be able to do much better in my life. So I then thought, okay, let's drop this idea of dropping your course and let's move on with electrical engineering. And last but not the least, this engineer tag. जब लड़के तुम्हारे पास ये engineering का tag नहीं होगा तो तुम ज़िंदगी में क्या करोगे? तुम तो engineer बनने के लिए पैदा हुए थे. तो अगर तुम engineer ना बने तो you would be a complete failure. So now since I have been through all of this process, I can safely say that what I've learned over the years is that you should always go with your heart. You should always do something that you are passionate about. What drives you crazy, what brings you contentment, what makes you happy, and you would be much more happier in life and you would be much more happy with what you are doing. Plus, believe me, you would be doing much better in your life than what you would have done by not following your heart. Still, आपके भाई ने हार नहीं मानी. I thought कि यार now it's the time to start working on yourself. So I started attending different networking events, workshops, training programs, and after getting enough exposure, I started my own startup with the name Track and Drop that aimed to digitize and automate the traditional pick and drop service of Pakistan, basically for children and for working ladies. It was pretty much what Airlift has been doing now, but our model was more focused on a specific niche and we started very early. Khair, we tried, we failed. We reached our tops, we had our downs, but most importantly, we were willing to learn and grow ourselves as much as we could. Then in 2015, I started freelancing. There's a friend of mine who came to me and said कि यार हैदर भाई देयर इज़ अ प्लेटफॉर्म कॉल्ड फाइवर वेयर यू कैन सेल एनीथिंग दैट यू आर गुड एट. तो आप उसको एक्सप्लोर क्यों नहीं करते? मैंने कहा यार अच्छा देख लेते हैं, एक्सप्लोर कर लेते हैं. सो आई स्टार्ट एक्सप्लोरिंग माई सेल्फ कि यार हैदर तुम अच्छा करते क्या हो, वट आर यू गुड एट. सो अंदर से जवाब ये आया कि यार यू आर गुड एट कोडिंग बिकॉज यू लाइक टू मेक स्टफ. Number 1, you like coding. Number 2, you are doing electrical engineering. Number 3, you like to make something. ज़्यादा हो गया. तो खैर, then the thought came to my mind कि यार you can do microcontroller programming क्योंकि it involves hardware development, it involves coding, and you have the creative freedom. You can make anything that you like. So I was really good at this kind of stuff back then. So I thought यार चलो let's start doing it. Let's start doing माइक्रो कंट्रोलर प्रोग्रामिंग करते हैं. इसके अंदर हार्डवेयर डेवलपमेंट आ जाएगा, इसके अंदर एम्बेडेड सिस्टम आ जाएगा और इसके अंदर तुम्हारी कोडिंग भी आ जाएगी. तो इसको एक्सप्लोर कर लेते हैं इफ इट मेक्स एनी अपॉर्चुनिटी. सो आई स्टार्टेड एक्सप्लोरिंग, आई स्टार्टेड ऑफरिंग माई सर्विसेज रिलेटेड टू दिस फील्ड. आई स्टार्टेड गेटिंग सम क्लाइंट्स और देन आई स्टार्टेड मेकिंग मनी. और 2015 में जब आपने अपनी डिग्री अभी स्टार्ट की हुई है, यू आर लाइक इन योर थर्ड ईयर एंड यू स्टार्ट मेकिंग मनी, तो आपके अंदर ना एक बड़ी अच्छी फीलिंग आती है. द मोमेंट यू स्टार्ट मेकिंग योर मनी, द मोमेंट यू मेक फर्स्ट डॉलर ऑफ योर लाइफ, यू आर लाइक यार मैंने तो नहीं डाल दिया, मैं यहाँ पे भाई दुनिया होने लगी ख़त्म. अब आपका भाई जो है वो जाएगा चांद पे. अब हमने रुकना नहीं है. नाउ देयर इज़ नो गोइंग बैक. अब सिर्फ सीधे ही जाना है, आगे ही जाना है. तो एक बड़ी अच्छी फीलिंग आती है, फीलिंग ऑफ अकम्पलिशमेंट होती है. तो आई स्टॉप टेकिंग मनी फ्रॉम माई फैमिली, पॉकेट मनी लेनी बंद कर दी. I was able to financially sustain myself और बड़ी अच्छी वाइब्स आ रही थी कि यार चलो अब तो यही फील्ड है. बट ऑब्वियसली हर फील्ड को एक जवाल होता है, इसका एक टाइम फ्रेम होता है. सो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड आई रियलाइज कि यार दिस फील्ड इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू बी मच सस्टेनेबल. नॉट फ्रीलांसिंग बट द niche that I was working on. So I then again started working on myself. I joined some of the training programs. I developed a new skill set. Then I started offering services related to that field. तो ये हम कर रहे हैं और उसके अलावा फिर वी स्टार्टेड डूइंग सम अदर थिंग्स. स्टिल डिफाइंग ऑल द odds, व्हाट आई डू प्रोफेशनली नाउ इज नोवेयर लिंक्ड टू माय फील्ड. आई हैव सेल्फ लर्नड एवरीथिंग एंड हैव लर्नड फ्रॉम माय एक्सपीरियंसेस, have failures multiple times but have used my failures as the stepping stones moving forward. So this was a brief intro of my life. So this is about my background, so you can feel connected and you can know bits and pieces about the person that you are going to hear moving forward on this channel. अब जी बात आती है कि अब next moving forward इस चैनल पे क्या आने वाला है. तो सबसे पहले तो मैंने बता दिया जो चीज़ें यहाँ पे कवर होंगी, बट मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली द रिसेंट कंटेंट वुड बी बेस्ड ऑन ट्रैवल बेस्ड कंटेंट. आई हैव सम ट्रैवल सीरीज प्लान्ड अप. अब मैं हूँ, मेरे फादर हैं और मेरे देयर आर सम फ्रेंड्स ऑफ माइंड. वी गो ऑन अ बाइकर टूर ईच ईयर, वी गो ऑन बाइकर एडवेंचर. और हम ना पूरे नॉर्दर्न पाकिस्तान में अभी घूम रहे थे, अब इंशाल्लाह बाकी पाकिस्तान के भी एक्सप्लोर करेंगे. सो आवर रिसेंट जो ट्रैवल था दैट वाज a 17 days tour to northern Pakistan, and in that tour we have covered almost 80% of the northern Pakistan. And now I want to share those experiences with you because ये जो experiences हैं जो हमने explore कर ली हैं, the kind of experience that you get by going on bike, dude, 70% of the areas जो ऐसे इलाके हैं जहाँ पर इधर 4x4 जा सकती है, यहाँ पर आपकी बाइक जा सकती है. यू कैन नॉट गो ऑन अ कार, यू कैन नॉट गो ऑन अ हाईएस्ट एनी वैन. तो ऐसे एक्सपीरियंसेस हो चुके हैं, इतनी मज़ेदार एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं कि यू वुड रियली लव व्हेन यू सी दैम. तो आई हैव अ होल ट्रैवल सीरीज प्लान ऑन दैट. एंड नेक्स्ट moving forward I have a 9 days tour to Skardu that I did recently, and I have a whole series planned on that, and there's a lot more to cover. तो आपको बड़ा मज़ा आने वाला है. Stay tuned and you'll love it. एक चीज़ करना तो मैं भूल ही गया. Do like this video. Feel free to comment on it. Share this video. Press the bell icon and subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified with future updates about such amazing adventures. I'm pretty much sure you won't believe this. Yes. And I'll see you guys in the next video, inshallah. Peace. यार ये डॉगी नहीं चुप कर रहा, मैं क्या करूं? I should take a 5 minutes break. Hello, 1 2 3, test 1 2 3, again. Okay, this was about my backstory. Blah, blah, blah. Sure. Then back in 2015, I started freelance. यार ये फिर बोलना शुरू हो गया. Digitize and automate the traditional pick and drop. Cool, calm down.